yourselves onto your mats in a child's pose here. So we're going to bring the big toes to touch and the knees either slightly apart or as far apart as you need for your hips, but ideally we want to get the hips back onto the heels as much as we can. And of course here you're welcome to bring in any props or things like blankets or pillows that you might want to have nearby. So you're welcome to rest here your ribs onto your thighs, or if you're moving the knees further apart, just allowing your hips to rest and open. Allowing the forehead to rest onto your mat and allowing the weight of your head to really release into the earth. Start to tune in, slow down with your breath. Just allowing yourself to settle in and connect. Maybe imagine your head is like a heavy bowling ball sinking into the ground, allowing your shoulders and neck to release completely here with each breath. Maybe even a little more with each exhale. And just observe the sensation of the earth below your hands, the strength and stability that you feel from below. Connecting to that same sense of strength, security, stability within. It's always there and accessible to you. It is at the core of your being. And anything else that may arise, any thoughts or judgments or emotions, anything that may come up for you, just allowing it to be there, giving it permission to be there, because you are bigger and greater than it. You are the space of unconditional love for it. So just breathe into it, be with it, whatever arises. Feel your breath fill into your back body, filling your belly and your heart. Feel it fill with energy and with love. And from that place, begin to slowly start to sway. So letting your forehead either rest or you can come off the mat, but see if we can sway your body side to side a little bit here. So releasing through the shoulders, the upper back, and maybe even letting the head sway side to side so you can come off the mat now here. And then begin to make sort of a dipping shape. So it's like you're dipping through center and stretching over to one side. So like you're moving from thigh to thigh. Swaying side to side in a way that feels good for your shoulders. And then from there, coming onto your fingertips, let's walk your fingertips all the way over to your right side. So I'll go ahead and mirror you. And maybe even bring your left hand over top of the right. And start to sort of circle or spiral your upper body towards your midline. So if your arms are over to the right, you're spiraling to the left. And just find some motion here through your torso and your upper body. And then walking it over onto your fingertips over to the other side, maybe the left fingertips over top of the right. And see if you can find a little spiral here again, moving in towards your midline. Start to feel a deep stretch through that outer shoulder as you find some movement here. And there's no right or wrong way, just moving in a way that feels good for your body. And then as you come back through center, maybe on the fingertips, again, a little bit of a sway side to side. From there, we're going to drag your hands all the way up towards you, chin in, slowly rolling up through your spine, taking a moment as you stack tall. Observe as you breathe. From here, let's go ahead and curl the toes under. So you're getting a nice stretch through the arches of the feet and the toes. So you root down to stack tall. And then from there, let's bring your fingertips together, making like a diamond shape between the hands as you inhale, root down, reach up towards the sky. And as you exhale, take a big circle around with the arms and round your upper back here. So like you're holding a big beach ball in front of you. Again, deep, slow inhale. Let's reach the arms out and up towards the sky. And as you exhale, again, big circle around, round through the upper back. One last time, as you root down, reach all the way up. Go ahead and hold on to your hands here, however you like. And we'll take a spiral around from the center of your body, so moving from your core. Doesn't have to be, it's not a big motion. Just feeling the core muscles and also stretching here into whatever feels good in your torso and your shoulders. So you can even move your arms around a little bit in a way that feels good. You can move your head around as well, following your arms a little bit. And then let's go ahead and circle the other direction a few times. So finding a nice fluid, organic movement that feels good for you today. All right, and then slowly releasing the arms down. We're gonna come onto your hands and knees. Maybe curl your hands into a fist for now. Circle the toes, the ankles around. Releasing off the toes and circle the other way. Just feel the energy that you've brought to the feet. Relax your feet and give them a nice little thump, letting your feet flop, flop, flop on your mat or on the ground. All right, and then we'll bring the feet and knees together and sitting back onto your heels once again. I'm going to slowly lift the knees up towards the ceiling, only as far as feels good. So just leaning back, stretching the shins and the tops of the feet and the ankles. And then from here, let's go ahead and open up stretch the shoulders all the way to the wrists here. So we'll bring the elbows and wrists together, palms facing up. And as you inhale, reaching up overhead like a chronic back. As you exhale, we're going to curl the hands into fists behind the head and then angle the fists so that the knuckles are pointing up towards the ceiling. And then as you inhale, again, reach up. Exhale, as you circle the hands around, we're going to go ahead and circle the wrists to slowly bring the hands all the way down. Again, inhale when you're ready, elbows and wrists. And as you exhale, like a warm bath over you. From there, knuckles towards the ceiling. As you inhale, reach it up. And as you exhale, go ahead and circle your hands around. You can keep them into fists or you can open and close, whatever feels good. Once more, elbows and wrists, palms up as you inhale. As you exhale, come up and over your head. Fists behind you here, so the backs of the hands are connected, and then knuckles to the ceiling. When you're ready again to inhale, reach up. Open the hands, and as you exhale, You can keep them in fists or open, close as you circle the wrists. All right, and then from here, just go ahead and let your body like rebound a little bit side to side, so you can have your hands kind of helping you and just fluidly moving side to side. Just let your body sort of move like seaweed at the bottom of the ocean. And then from here, we're going to bring your left arm up and over, stretch over to your left side, sorry, your left side, so it's your right arm over. If you did the other side, that's fine. And then as you exhale, we're going to come all the way over to the other side. So circling forward and up, stretching through the other side, and then reaching forward as you come back over again to the first side. From here, we're going to roll your heart towards the ceiling as you look up. Lift your gaze and your chest. As you exhale, we kind of curl it in. So I want you to feel the side obliques on this side. So inhale, open the heart towards the sky. Exhale as we curl in a little bit. So there's a little bit of a twist. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, a little twist. One more time. Inhale, open. And exhale, we're going to sweep it across again over to the other side. Inhale, open the heart towards the sky. Exhale, a little twist. So you're stretching the shoulder and the side waist all the way over. Inhale, roll the heart towards the sky. Exhale and over, stretch through side waist. And inhale, let your neck follow, your head follow whatever feels good for your neck. So let it hang here, do whatever you like. Inhale. Exhale, again, we're going to sweep it over. We're going to sweep through a few times. Inhale, up. Exhale, sweep. Inhale to the other side. Exhale, reach out to sweep over. Inhale, up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. And exhale. And slowly rolling up through your spine. Again, head is the last thing to come up. Inhale, let's root down, reach up towards the ceiling. This time as you exhale, we're going to bring the hands through center and sort of slither forward like a snake. So I want you to reach your arms out and really lead from your heart, keeping your triceps and elbows in. Lead from your chest. And as you inhale into a baby cobra, or maybe a little bit higher, whatever feels good, I want you to just sway the hips side to side. So I want you to keep your tailbone down towards the ground and lift your navel to spine. See if you can just sway out those hips. Keep pressing into your fingertips. Keep the legs long and strong. And see if we can release the side body here. All right, when you're ready, coming back through center, inhaling, lengthening. Legs are long. Exhale, you can look all the way back towards your tail on one side. Inhale, root down, lift the heart, shoulders and elbows in and down. Exhale, look all the way around the other side, keeping core and legs strong. Inhale, nice and long here, lift the heart. Exhale, slowly lower. So we're going to keep those arms, triceps squeezing in, legs long and strong as we tuck the chin this time. Inhale, curl and cobra, lift the heart. Exhale, lower, heart and then head. Again, inhale, leading from your heart and chest, then look up between the brows. Exhale, lead again from the heart. As you come in, keep those arms squeezing strong into your body. Inhale, lead from the heart. Exhale. One more time, you should feel those triceps start to get nice and warm, shoulders nice and warm here. Lift the heart. Exhale. And release. From here, let's come onto your elbows and forearms, palms facing down into a Sphinx Pose. We're going to keep the legs long and toes pointed again as you inhale, lengthen through the spine, lift and look up between the brows. And as you exhale, let's go ahead and curl in, keeping your hips on the mat, tuck the chin and belly in. Again, deep, slow inhale, lengthen long, lift the heart center. And deep, slow exhale, really tune into breath. Once again, inhale, long, lengthen, lift. And as you exhale this time, we're going to root down into your forearms and the legs and the tops of the feet. Lift your core up. So lifting the hips off the mat. Feel that strength through your whole body. Slowly lower your legs down, your hips down. Inhale, long with the heart. And again, exhale, we're going to press down. Connect to your core, the center of your body. Lifting up. The front body supporting the back body. Lower slowly. One more time. Inhale, lift through the heart center. Shoulders down, legs are long. Exhale, curl in and lift the hips. Take another deep breath here. Strengthening. And exhale, slowly lower. Let's bring the hands underneath the shoulder here. Squeeze the triceps in once again. We're going to press up. And slowly curling the toes under, slowly but sitting back towards your heels. Breathe. Here, lengthen the spine. You can walk up onto your fingertips. You can bring your chin to the mat, your forehead to the mat, whatever feels good for your neck and shoulders. So as you send the hips back into the heels, walking your fingertips ever forward. Feel length through the outer shoulder and the upper back. Cleansing breaths into the back body. With each breath, increasing your capacity, increasing your ability to make space. With each exhale, softening, gradually being able to let go of anything that no longer serves. Being able to let go with our identification with the nervous system, with things that are not who we truly are. Your ideas of you, the labels, the story, the past. Just softening, letting go. And just being this space, this breath, the space of love. From that place, slowly coming back onto your hands and knees now. Let's do a little bit of, I want you to kind of come into like a primal movement where you're moving your body maybe in a circular motion in a way that feels good for you. So maybe you're moving your hips all the way forward and back. For me, I'm gonna kind of move circularly, but stay pretty much on the hands and knees, not moving too much, just because I want to focus a little more on my lower back. So just kind of finding what feels good for you. So if it's like you want to stretch the lower back, maybe keeping the motion a little bit smaller and with intention, mobilizing your lower back here. So the hips can go slightly forward and back, slightly side to side, and then let's go around the other direction. So again, whatever your intention is, let that guide you. So if you feel and your shoulders are really tight, then maybe moving around your shoulders a little bit more. Find what feels good for you. It can be circular, it can be a little bit of cat-cow mixed in. If you need to release your neck, maybe you're just swaying your hips and your head side to side. Again, really listening to your body and allowing yourself to play with it a bit. All right, from there, let's go ahead and take a nice deep breath in whenever you're ready, wherever you are. And then as you're ready to exhale, slowly stretching up and back into Adho Mukha Svanasana or downward facing dog. Just go ahead and walk it out nice and wide apart, so the feet are about mat distance apart, hands too. And go ahead and walk the feet in place and stretch into the hips, move them side to side, whatever feels good here. And then go ahead and walk the hands back towards the feet. From here, I want you to separate the feet a little bit wider apart. Bend into your knees here a lot, and go ahead and hold on to opposite elbows and just sway your body from side to side. So again, coming back to that fluid, water-like motion, bending into each knee, just allowing your body to play a little bit and release. It's almost like a dance. Let your head release, your neck release. That sort of fluid, seaweed-like movement. And then from here, let's go ahead and release the hands down and release the neck. Shake it side to side. Again, keeping the knees bent as much as you like. Maybe up and down here a little bit. And then bend a lot as you roll up through your spine. Slowly, slowly. And then as you take your next inhale, go ahead and bend into your knees and lift your heart and chest. Let your back arch here in a way that feels good as you fold into it. So bend the knees. Again, rounding your spine here, using your legs primarily. Nice and strong as you roll up. Inhaling up. Exhale. All the way down. Again, inhale as you're ready. Exhale here. Maybe you can reverse the breathing pattern. So we inhale on the way down. And then as you exhale, fold into it, rolling up. Again, we bend into the knees, arch the back of the heart. Inhale, look up between the brows. Sitting all the way back, and then exhale. Round the spine to roll up. Good. From here, let's go ahead and release the arms side to side. Let's do a little bit of a just throwing the arms, releasing here. And let the opposite hand slap the lower back in the twist. Good. And then let's go ahead and move the hips from side to side and let the shoulders kind of move with it. So you could move slower. I kind of started out a little bit quick there, but just find your own breath and rhythm. Shoulders rolling up and back as you bend into the knees. Almost like a dance, swaying the hips side to side. And then let's go ahead and reverse the other direction. So maybe bring the hands to the shoulders. And then move from back to front as you again move your hips side to side. And again, get into whatever feels good for you. If it's your side waist, if it's your shoulders, if it's your neck, like let your head go, you know, where that feels good. Side to side. All right, from there, we're going to root down through both feet as you inhale, reach up and over as you exhale to one side. So go ahead and let that opposite arm help to stabilize here. But really rooting down strong through your legs. Feel this strength in your core and your hips. And then as you take your next exhale, we're going to sweep it down and come all the way around to the other side. So as you rise up, we're going to stretch over to the side body again, over to the other side. So now, again, rooting down through both feet, lengthen, and exhale. Let's go ahead from here. We're going to hold on to opposite elbows. And again, as you sway a little side to side here, let that upper back and shoulders release. Take a nice sigh out through your mouth. Whatever sound comes out is perfect. Just let it out. From there, we're gonna slowly keep the knees bent, slowly circle all the way up on one side. So we stand tall, lengthen through your sides. As you exhale, directly side, stretching through the side body. Bend into your knees when you're ready and come all the way down. Let's try that in the other direction here. So again, as you inhale, slowly coming up on that one side. Get nice and tall. As you exhale, come up and over. And then bend into your knees again as you curl forward. And release. And release the elbows. Again, come into that sort of side to side motion. Breathing deeply. From here, we'll root down through both feet, slowly again rolling up. Vertebrae by vertebrae, arms at head, hang heavy. And are the last thing to rise up as you root down. You can maybe bring the shoulders by the ears and then release them down by your sides. Go ahead and bring your feet about hip distance apart, rooting down through the feet with the eyes closed. So just feel all parts of your feet connected to the earth. And notice what you notice. Slow, deep breaths. So as you're ready here, maybe you're still at the back of your mat. We'll take your next deep inhale, root down, reach up. And as you exhale, bow, forward fold. However you like, bow into the earth, letting go. Let's walk your hands all the way forward into plank pose or a plank pose. Shoulders stack above the wrists, and we can lower the knees if you like, or slowly lower chaturanga. So we're lowering halfway down as you exhale, elbows stack above wrists, and then come all the way down. Roll the shoulders back as you inhale, maybe into Cobra. Squeezing those triceps, elbows in, shoulders down. Exhale. From here, curl the toes under. I want you to go back through like a child's pose, but then slowly start to push your hips up. So this is gorilla, a gorilla pose. I'm sorry, this is bear. And then slowly stretch the legs long to the sides of your body. Let's do that again. Let's curl through into plank this time. Round your back, come all the way to plank as you inhale. Exhale, slowly lower chaturanga and down to the floor when you're ready. Inhale, Bhujangasana, Cobra. And as you exhale, again, as you press back, we're going to go back through, knees bent, through bear pose, and then stretch, downward facing dog. So bear is basically like you're going into downward dog, but your knees are still bent here, really deeply. And then stretch. Inhale, curl into plank, and exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the heart, Cobra. Exhale, this time let's push up into plank and then bend into your knees back through bear to downward facing dog. Root down into your fingertips and knuckles. And let's go ahead and shake it out a little bit here. So I want you to rebound the heels up and down. Rebound the heels up and down. Try to keep the legs as straight as you can so you're not bending your knees to bounce, but you're just bouncing from that rebound of the heels. And then try to relax your glutes and your lower back, your legs, all parts of your legs. Just feel that shaking and release. It's a great way to just sort of confuse the nervous system a little bit. Say, what's going on? And allow things to release that maybe habitually held all the time or have been held for long periods of time. So we're slowly lowering now the knees. Send the inner thighs up and back as you inhale, look up between the brows. And then as you exhale, let's go back. As you go back to downward facing dog, just find a little bit of stillness here. And we'll bring the right leg towards, actually the left leg, sorry, left leg towards the ceiling. Inhale up onto your tippy toes. Want to keep your outer thigh spiraling down towards the ground. So outer thigh rolling in so the hips stay square. And as you exhale, thigh to your chest. Let's lift that heel nice and high. Let's try that again as you inhale, hips stay square for now. And as you exhale, step it through when you're ready between the hands. All right, from here, let's lower that right knee down. And hook the thumbs, maybe your right thumb in front as you inhale. Spread the fingers really wide, lift through the heart space, lift the chest. Maybe allow the arms to kind of wiggle back behind the ears if you can. You can bend your elbows here as much as you need to, too. Another deep breath, lift through the heart. As you exhale, come up and over to your left side, keeping those thumbs hooked, like you're trying to pull them apart gently. Inhale back to center, lift. As you exhale, go ahead and open the arms out to the sides, palms facing up. Take another deep breath in here, lift through the heart space. And as you exhale, we're going to twist, wrapping your arms around your body. So your right hand is going to the outside of your left hip. And your left, the back of your left hand is wrapping around your right hip. Now hug your hips towards each other. So I want you to imagine that you're trying to pull your thighs in together while you lift the navel to spine, about 2 inches below the belly button. And see if we can twist from that navel, from that point, spiraling up through your spine. So offering a new perspective and twist on things here. As we embrace here anything that's coming up and stay with any resistance you may feel. We create space to love it and to then be able to let it go. One more deep breath. And as you exhale, release. Slowly from there, we'll go ahead and lift that back off the ground. Spin the heel down so that the toes are pointing out. And slightly upward here a little bit, so the foot's slightly in. As you inhale, come up to Warrior 2, your Jocelyn 2, and I want you to focus again on hugging the hips in. So think of the outer thighs plugging into the hip sockets. If it feels good, you can stretch the inner thighs away from each other. Left arm towards the sky as you inhale to Exalted Warrior, Peaceful Warrior. Lift through the heart center and the left side of the body. And as you exhale, all the way over to side angle form to thigh stretch through the right side of the body. And then from here, let's straighten the front leg as you inhale. Release the front hip. So we're pulling up to go back. Good. So the front side of the body, left side. Inhale as you come back. Exhale, we're going to bend through that knee. And cartwheel the arms, turn the back leg in here. Hips are square. Let's step the left leg back into plank pose, inhaling plank. And as you exhale, slowly lower, chaturanga, halfway down, then all the way. Inhale, Bhujangasana Cobra. Exhale, reverse the push-up. And we're gonna bend into the knees again through bear, and then downward facing dog. Deep, slow breaths. Lengthen the sides of your body. So you can find some stillness here, stretching. If you're really tight, you can always bend the knees, or if you're feeling it, you can bounce, shake out. Shouldn't say bounce, but it's more of a shaking release. From there, we'll bring your right leg towards the sky, 3-leg dog. So inhale up on your tippy toes. And as you exhale, let's bring that right thigh to chest and lift that heel a little higher towards your belly button. Again, deep inhale, hips stay square, outer thigh rolling down. Exhale, step that foot forward, again between your hands. Right knee above the heel, lower the left knee. Hook the left thumb in front here as you inhale, root down to that right big toe, so that front big toe stays rooted to the earth. As you exhale, come up and over to your right side. Press down through those feet. Inhale as you come back through center, lengthen. Exhale, release the arms directly out to the side, palms up, lift the heart. Inhale, but you're really strong here in your core. Lift the heart. As you exhale, we're going to twist over to your right. So again, left hand's on the outside of the right hip, and the back of your right hand wraps around the left hip. We now root down into that front foot and squeeze, hug the legs and the hips towards each other. So it feels as if you're trying to drag your left knee forward towards the front big toe and your right heel back towards the knee. Another deep breath here, lengthening the spine. Feel the navel lift in and up as you exhale, twist. Couple more breaths. So again, staying with that resistance. What we resist persists. And if we can just stay and sit with it and be with it and love it for a little while, we can finally let it free. And then releasing that twist from here. We're going to spin that back heel down again. So I'm just going to flip my body around, but your right leg is still in front. So left heel down, and we come up to Warrior Two, Jocelyn 2. Again, hugging the hips in instead of really trying to stretch it out, unless you're feeling like you need to stretch it out. But otherwise, we're hugging in, strengthening here. The hips and the core, the inner thighs. Whenever you're ready, right arm towards the sky as you inhale. So no weight on the back hand. Lift your heart. Stretch the right side of your body as you exhale to side angle. Forearm to the thigh and stretch the left side of your body. And again, as you inhale, we're going to straighten the front leg now. So we're going to lift up, free that front hip. As you lengthen, lift up and back. And then exhale, we bend into the front knee as we cartwheel the arms, turn the back leg in, toes in, and step the right leg back when you're ready. Inhale and lengthen plank. Exhale, slowly lower, go all the way over so your elbows stuck above wrists. Roll the shoulders back, inhale, lift the heart, squeeze it in. Exhale, reverse the push-up. So go to plank first, then bend your knees into bear, and then downward facing dog out of Konasana. Deep cleansing breaths. Lengthen through the sides of your body. Be careful not to overstretch the shoulders here, so feel some strength in the shoulders as you protract the shoulder blades. So as we combine strengthening and stretching, we create that mobility. If there's an imbalance of one or the other, then we imbalance ourselves to be prone to injury. So feel the length and the strength at the same time. Breathe. Whenever you're ready, left leg again goes towards the sky and three-leg dog. So we inhale, lift up through the hips. Exhale, let's bring your left knee towards your right tricep this time, or shoulder. So we twist and hold. Again, inhale, slowly lift up and back. And as you exhale, step that left foot forward between the hands. Lower that right knee. When you're ready, hook the thumbs, right thumb in front, inhale up. Exhale up and over to your left again. Stretch the right side body. Inhale as you come back through center, lift. Exhale, we're going to go directly to twist to your left. So again, we press into the feet, or the front foot especially, and we hug the thighs and hips towards each other. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale as we twist. One more deep breath, hugging in. Exhaling. Breathe. From here, we release the twist, and we're going to pivot the feet towards the center of the room now. So toes in, heels out, and we're going to bend into your right knee, left hand underneath you, right arm towards the sky. So bend into the right knee. Good, and if you can slowly straighten that right leg. Lift and send that right hip that right hip crease in and back, and the left thigh bone forward. Another deep breath here. And as you exhale, slowly come back down. We're going to inhale, come all the way up overhead, palms to prayer, so through star. And as you exhale, let's turn the toes out and heels in, hands down to your heart center. Breathing here. So from here, palms can face up toward the sky. And we're just going to move, so really hugging the hips strong as they're turned out. We're just going to move the upper body side to side. So again, feeling into our torsos, our core, or the corset that wraps around our entire core, and feeling into those side obliques as we keep the legs and the hips strong and stable. The upper body is free to move and dance side to side. Deep, slow breaths. And from here, we're going to reach up and over to one side again, stretch. Let's use the opposite hand to press the thigh and knee back. So both knees are going back from the hips, coming back through center, up and over to the other side, but we can use the bottom arm to help guide that thigh back. Remind that thigh to go back from your hips. And back to goddess. Maybe a little dance, maybe not. Move that upper body. And then from there, inhale, stretch it up. As you exhale, we're going to turn back over to the left side here so that you're in warrior 2. Here, Vajrasana 2. Breathe. Let's go back to that reverse warrior. Inhale, peaceful warrior. And as you exhale, to side angle, maybe you want to go a little lower. You want to find the floor inside the leg. And then on your next inhale, let's stretch the front leg. Lift up to your reverse Trikonasana. As you exhale, we're going to pull the hips in and back as we lean back to your Trikonasana triangle pose. Deep, slow breaths. So really opening up your heart and chest, opening up the arms. So a nice wide position, like you're preparing for a big hug. Big hug to the universe that holds you. Big hug for yourself that you can hold everything that comes up for you and within you with love. Breathe. And then from that place again, we're going to bend into the front knee, back to that exalted warrior, peaceful warrior, and cartwheel the arms in. Turn that back leg in. Let's step back to plank. Inhaling. Exhaling, go forward. Keep those elbows above wrists. Inhaling, shoulders down, lift the heart. Exhaling, reverse the push-up. Again, bend into your knees back through there and then downward facing dog. Deep cleansing breaths. Long and smooth. So while you're breathing deeply here and connecting, I'm just going to flip myself around, but we're going to do the other side just as we did the first side. Let's bring the right leg towards the sky. Inhale, 3-leg dog, hips are square. Exhale, knee to your left tricep. So we twist again, hold it here. Now the tendency is to drop that bottom hip. Try to lift that bottom hip. And then back up as you inhale, stretch. Exhale, step it through between the hands when you're ready. Lower that left knee down. So right foot is in front this time. Left thumb hooks in front. As you inhale, spread the fingers, hook the thumbs, lift the heart. Exhale, up and over. So we root down, just stretch up and over to your right. So over the same side as the leg, front leg. Inhale, lift the heart. As you exhale, we're going to twist right over to your right. So twist towards the front leg. Again, wrapping the hands around the hips. Root down through that front foot. And we're hugging in, hugging those hips and thighs towards each other as we twist from our navel. Spiral through the spine. Deep, slow breaths. Lengthening. Staying with that resistance. See if you can breathe into it and go deeper. One more deep breath. As you exhale, release. And then from here, we're going to spin the toes over to the left side. So your toes are in, heels out. Now we bend into the left knee, right hand underneath you, left arm to the sky. So we've gone over to the other side. Not in a lunge, but just in this nice bend here. We can straighten the left leg now. If you like, we want to keep sending the left hip crease back and the right thigh forward just a little bit to make sure the hips are square. Feel that deep stretch in the left leg. Another breath here. And as you exhale, coming forward. Let's go ahead and just take a moment here, lengthen through both sides as you inhale, nice and long. Exhale, we're gonna go over to the right leg. So just stretch over the right leg for a moment. So same thing here, we wanna send the hip creases up and back without actually pushing our hips back behind our feet. We wanna keep the hips right in between the feet. It's just a lengthening sensation. And at the same time, a hugging sensation, hugging your hips in. At the same time, we inhale back through center. Exhale, we're gonna go right over to the left leg. So reach over, find the left leg now, bowing head towards it. Sending the hip creases up and back. Again, without actually moving them back. It's just a little bit of a energetic feeling or lengthening. Maybe a little bit of isometric contraction here too. Might feel that as you hug the hips towards each other. Slowly coming back to the center. And then we're going to press down through both feet. Remember, you can always bend the knees to slowly come all the way up. Inhale. And as you exhale, let's open back through star. We're going to bring the heels in towards each other, toes out, hands to the heart. Let's slide the hands down the thighs this time. So you can choose to stay up here. You don't have to get real low into it if the hips are really, too loose. If you're feeling it and you want to stretch into the shoulders here, we can twist the shoulder forward and the other back as much as feels good. And then the other side when you're ready. Let your breath really help you here too. So really letting out, releasing. This time, let's bring the backs of your hands to the inner knees. I want you to keep really hugging the hips in and turn out, finding those external rotators of the hips. And get nice and low. A couple deep breaths here. So hugging in as you open out. Finding strength and stability in your hip opener here. Breathing deeply. And slowly from here, stretch it up. Turn your toes in towards the front once again. And I want you to just bend into the knees. Once more, just side to side. Kind of get low and release through the back and the hips. Let's bring the arms forward. And release the upper body as well. Stay with the breath. Let yourself move and release in whatever way feels good for your shoulders, your back, your hips. All right. From here, we got to open out wide again to turn back to the right. So your right leg's forward again, warrior two. Two. Get nice and low. As you inhale, exalted warrior, peaceful warrior here. Reach it up. And then back as you exhale to side angle. Maybe you're coming all the way down or stay on the forearm. On your next inhale, when you're ready, straighten the front leg. Lift up to the hips. Stretch the right side body. Exhale. Reach forward as you pull the hips in and back. Lean back. Trikonasana, triangle pose. So again, this is really a lot of core strength here. Feel your core set all the way around, wrapping around your body and holding you here. Breathing deeply so you can feel the stability start from your hips and go all the way up through your whole torso. And then feel those arms reach out in a nice wide, big embrace. Coming back to your superpower, remembering your superpower to be able to love and embrace, hold space for all that is, what we perceive to be good and bad, our judgments, the light and the dark. And then from there, slowly reach back up to your Exalted Warrior. Bend into the front knee, deep breath. And as you exhale, cartwheel those arms, turn the back leg in, hugging the hips in, right leg back to plank as you inhale. Exhale, so come up and forward. Slowly lower halfway down, and then we can release all the way down. Roll the shoulders back, inhale, Cobra. Exhale when you're ready, strong push up. Bend the knees, bear pose, and then downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Deep cleansing breaths. Long and smooth. Let's go ahead and from here, let the heels, like relax your lower back. Let your legs, your butt, everything relax and just bounce those heels up and down. Feel as you rebound, feel the shaking of all of your muscles. Feel the releasing of any holding. And if you notice any holding, see if you can just consciously let go. Just let your heels, this motion of the bounce, release that. From there, we're gonna kind of bend into the knees now and tap it out, side to side. Tap, tap, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. And start walking it up as you tap side to side. Walking it up until your legs are coming into center, like you're in a forward fold. Now from here, separate your feet and shift your weight into your hands. Start to bounce from foot to foot, side to side. So press into your fingertips, lift those hips high, and then just let those feet come out, side to side, bounce up, bounce it out. I'll show you from the front if you're like, what the heck are you doing? So it's just a rebounding off one foot and the other. Ooh, get your shoulders nice and warm. We'll come back to plank, or to massive forward fold when you're ready. Hold and release. Shake the head side to side, release the neck. Up and down. Say yes to the universe. Yes, I want to release anything that no longer serves. And then from there, sitting down into an imaginary chair. So we'll bring your feet together. Come to the top of your mat if you're not there. Hands to the heart center. Deep, slow breaths. Breathe. From here, we're going to open out to your right. Twist, try to get the hips down low and knees back. And then back through center, maybe reach the arms forward. Exhale, sweep the left arm back. Open to the left. Sweep it forward, inhale. Exhale, sweep that right arm back. Reach. Inhale, sweep it forward. Exhale, left arm back. Reach. One more time, inhale. Forward from here. Try to make your back body as flat as a table. So from your butt all the way to your fingertips. Nice and flat, and hug the belly in. Squeeze the legs together. Cultivating that strength and stability that is within your deep center, your courage or your core. Take one more breath here. As you exhale, release from there, stretch. Bow forward fold. When you're ready, right leg back to a deep lunge. Lower the right leg down. Right elbow to the outside of the left thigh, and palms come together to prayer. So we want to try not to sink into this right arm, but as you press into the thigh, see if you can lift the belly, lift the heart, and bring the thumbs to the middle of the chest. So again, it's that deep twist from your navel up through the spine. And we're lengthening the crown of the head on diagonal. Deep, slow breaths here. And take one more breath here. Lengthen. Exhale, release from here. Spin your toes to the right again and lunge over to your right leg. Left hand underneath, right arm to the sky. So we take that twist in your Serita. Konasana. Deep breath in. As you exhale, we're going to come back in, root down through both feet. Inhale, rise up through star. This time as you exhale, we're going to go straight to warrior two. Jocelyn 2, left arm to the sky. As you inhale, stretch the left side of your body. And as you exhale, come forward into side angle. Reach. Once again, inhale, straighten the front leg. Stretch up, go back. Exhale to your Trikonasana triangle pose. Take another deep, slow breath here. Open, lift the heart. Exhale, come back to reverse warrior. Exhale, we're going to cartwheel the arms. Turn the back leg in. This time, we're going to bring the right leg behind the left knee. So right knee behind the left knee. Squeeze. Flex that right ankle a lot. Squeeze your knees together. Couple deep breaths here. See if we can gather up again the hip, the inner thigh. So your glute medius and your gracilis of the inner thigh. You're squeezing together, hugging in as you bring the hands to the heart center, thumbs to your chest. Try to stay as low as you can. Deep, slow breaths. Flat back. Squeezing those legs together, squeezing the back, the right knee into the back of the left knee. One more breath here. And stay with that. Exhaling. We're going to bring the right hand down. So keep the legs together here and just start to open and twist. So you could keep your left hand on your sacrum or open here. So we're still in the same pose. We're just freeing the upper body to open and twist. Then from there, slowly start to stretch your right leg back. Back, 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 pushing through the heel into your reverse warrior three. Breathe. Deep, slow breaths. Sorry, your revolved Artisan Jocelyn. So this is your revolved half moon. Then from there, we're going to step back when you're ready into deep lunge. So your right leg is still in back. We're going to straighten through both legs. Don't move your feet, just straighten your legs. So you're up on your tippy toes on the back foot. Send your left thigh bone up. And then pull your right thigh bone in and forward. So you're trying to almost internally rotate your back leg. And feel that deep stretch here. Long, smooth breaths. From here, go ahead and step that right foot a little bit closer, a little bit wider. And bring your right fingertips just underneath the right shoulder so you can send that left hip up and back. And now open in your revolved triangle. Deep breaths here. Long and smooth. Could also keep your left hand on your sacrum if that shoulder is cranky. Keep rooting down through the feet to lengthen, root to rise. Feel the left thigh again lift up to go back. And the right thigh internally rotating. Beautiful. We're going to come back through that revolved Ardhachandrasana one more time. Maybe grab the foot this time. Find your foot, stretch your quad. And then strong to your legs. You can kick back if you like. Finding that revolved Dhanurasana. One more breath. And as you exhale, bring your right knee behind the left leg. Sit down. So your left leg is on top and right leg is in. You can also extend the right leg out if it's too much on the body to be in this wrapped position. You want to make sure both hips are down on the floor. I'm going to just turn myself around so that you can see. So right leg is in, left leg on top, sitting tall. And we're going to take a twist, but from here we're going to press the right elbow against the thigh and bring the palms to prayer. So I want you to focus on really rooting down to grow tall on your own. So without that back arm as a kickstand, we're really using the strength of your spine and your core to lengthen and grow tall here. Rooting down through the seat. Exhale, maybe twist looking over your left shoulder. Now, if this is too much, for whatever reason on your spine or back, if you've got some injuries or anything like that, any disc issues, you're welcome to just hug the leg in and keep that back arm as a little kickstand behind you. But see if you can really find this from your center, from your navel. Grow tall from there as you root down. Back of the neck is long. Looking over that left shoulder and beyond. Breathing deeply again. Stay with any resistance that you may be feeling physically, emotionally, or mentally. And use your breath. Feel your breath help you carry you through it. Feel your breath create space. A space of love, unconditional love and compassion and understanding. To be open, to learn and understand why it's there. That can be acknowledged and heard and seen, and finally loved by you to release it. From that place, slowly releasing the twist. Let's go ahead from here. Cross your left knee over top of the right knee. So you're in like a Gomukhasana, but you're going to lay it back. So you're going to hold on to the outer edges of your feet. You're going to lay it back. Whoa. Without, if you topple over, that's okay. Left knee over top of the right. So again, it's your Gomukhasana, but reclined. Your Supta Gomukhasana. So we're trying to cross at the knees as much as we can and flex the ankles. And feel that nice deep stretch in the outer hips. Another deep breath here. And as you exhale, release the legs. Let's go ahead and keep that left leg on top and take a twist over to your right. Open up your left arm, turning your gaze over the left shoulder, releasing the neck. Come back out of that. We're going to rock and roll yourself up so that the left leg now is straight out in front of you. That leg that kind of felt like, I need to stretch. We're going to do that now. So the right foot to the inner thigh, pulling the left thigh bone back, right hip forward. So we square the hips in Janu Sirsasana. Lengthen the spine here as you inhale, maybe root down, grow taller. Exhale, let's bring your right hand over to the left foot. And see if you can draw your heart towards the thigh. And bow the head. Coming into this beautiful fold. Releasing the hips and the hamstrings here. Calming, soothing the nervous system as we bring our attention inward and to your breath. Fully being the space of love. Breathing into the back body. Breathing into the back of the heart. And slowly, gradually increasing our capacity for breath, for life, for space to permeate. From there, slowly beginning to rise back up. We're gonna keep the right arm behind you. So left leg is still straight, right arm behind you. We're gonna press into that right shin and foot and lift the hips up, reach the left arm up and over. Come into a nice little side back bend. One more breath, rolling your hips and your heart to the sky. As you exhale, we can sweep the left arm over to the right as we slowly come back down. Beautiful. We're gonna fold that left leg in and straighten the right leg back behind you. So we're coming into pigeon on the left side. Yeah, pigeon on the left side. Keep that left foot flexed a lot. And you're welcome to, as you inhale here, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, we can fold forward here. You're welcome to stay here, or if you'd like to turn this into a twist, you can, as long as you can keep the back hip forward, left hip down and back. You can maybe bring the right arm underneath the left and find a gentle twist in your pigeon. But don't want to compensate or sacrifice anything here in the hips. Just make sure that you're able to keep those hips square and down. The best way to tell if your hips are square is to curl the back toes under and really get that back thigh to come forward and that opposite hip to get down. And if you're not there yet, that's okay. Where you are is perfect. Wherever you are is perfect. It's only our resistance to what is that causes pain and suffering. Breathe into it. Create space for it. Make it perfect. Everything you need in this moment, you already have. You just connect to the moment. Deep cleansing breaths. Again, as you feel yourself expand beyond yourself and become the present moment. Space of unconditional love and compassion. Whenever you're ready, slowly releasing, taking your next deep breath and slowly coming back up as you're ready to rise. Let's go ahead and slowly bring that left leg up and back to down or facing dog. And feel. Lengthen through both sides. Feel the difference between the right and left side of the body. Feel free here if you'd like to stay in stillness and observe, or you can bounce the heels up and down again, shaking out. So if you feel like anything needs to be shaken out. Even as you shake here, you can totally feel, or at least I can feel the difference between the right and left side. It's amazing. All right, stretching long. Look at the superpower that you have. Observe it. Remember that you're a superhero every day. Especially for yourself, for being there for you. All that's needed. Everything else will take care of itself. Whenever you're ready, right leg towards the, actually we're going to walk ourselves forward here and make our way back into that chair pose that we were in. So sitting back into your heels, back into a chair, maybe your hands in front of your heart or your arms forward. Just coming back into that flat tabletop position. We're going to slowly from there bring the left arm back and open to the left side as we twist. Exhale down, inhale, flat back, arms reaching forward. Exhale, reach the right arm down and back. You inhale, reach, exhale, down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left arm behind. Inhale here. Exhale. One last time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale. Good. Get nice and low. Keep that belly strong. And fold forward. Rooting down through your feet to Uttanasana. Beautiful. Let's do the other side. Right leg back behind you and deep lunge. Oh, I'm sorry. It's the left leg back behind you and deep lunge. Lower the left knee down when you're ready. So the left elbow is going to come outside of the right thigh. Palms come together into prayer. And again, we're going to press against that thigh to lift through the heart. So just making sure that you're doing the opposite side of that, what you already did. Thumbs to the heart center, lifting up towards the chest, up towards the thumbs. Pressing that left shoulder down, lifting heart up. Lengthen through the spine. Again, feel the twist initiate from your deep core, from your navel. And lengthen through your spine, up through the crown of the head. And stay with that feeling of resistance and create space here as you breathe deeply. And then as you release from the twist, you're going to turn your toes all the way to the left. I'm going to flip my body around, but you're turning your toes all the way to the left. And we're bending into the left knee, right hand underneath your left arm toward the sky. So we reach up. So we're facing the side here and reaching over to the left. As you inhale, lift through the heart. And then exhale, slowly come back through center. The toes are facing in, root down to your feet as you inhale, back up through star, reach up to the sky in prayer. As you exhale, turn to the right. So we're turning to face over your right leg now, warrior two. Again, inhale, reach up to reverse warrior, peaceful warrior. As you exhale, let's go to the side angle. Again, as you inhale, straighten the front leg, lift up through the right side of your body. As you exhale, we come to your Trikonasana, Utthita Trikonasana triangle pose. And then inhale, we bend into the front knee again, lift through the heart, reverse Trikonasana. Exhale, we cartwheel the arms, turn the back leg in right away here. And pushing off the back foot, we're going to go ahead and bring the left knee behind the right knee now. Squeeze those knees together, flex that back foot. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hug the navel to spine. Hug your belly in and up. So we're scooping as we squeeze those knees together. Hands to the heart center and feel your whole corset all the way around your torso. Hugging to your midline. And feel your, again, your glute med here and your gracilis of the inner thigh. Strengthening, warming, stabilizing. Deep cleansing breaths. Take one more breath here, finding stillness, finding space. Left hand on the ground. We're going to keep the knees squeezing together here as we open the right side. So we open up to the right, the twist through the upper body. So free your upper body here, but keep those legs really strong, squeezing together. Then from here, slowly begin to stretch and push through that back heel and straighten the front leg. Ooh, so we're coming into your your revolved Ardha Pravrita Ardha here. Another deep breath, maybe spread through your toes and push through the ball of your foot, reach. And as you exhale, step that left leg all the way back into a deep lunge. We're gonna straighten both legs here, come up onto your back tippy toes. So we're in a forward fold or pyramid, but up on the toes here. Excuse me. Of the back leg. Stay there a couple deep breaths. Long and smooth. Sending the left thigh bone up and forward, rooting down through the right foot, but lifting the right thigh bone up. Cleansing breaths. Whew. If and when you feel ready here, we're bringing the left foot a little bit closer, a little bit wider. It's still pretty wide, a few feet apart at least. Left hand underneath your left shoulder here. And the right hand can come to your sacrum if you like. We can open here, reaching open to the right side once again. Now into your revolved triangle. Long, smooth breaths. Staying with that, we can hop it forward. So bend into the front knee, come all the way forward, back into your revolved Ardha one more time. Again, you can push through the heel or spread through the toes and push through the ball of the foot. Whatever feels right today, lift up through your core. Resist the tendency to drop into the hips, but lift the pelvis up away from the thighs. One more breath here. And exhale, let's bring your left leg behind the right. We come down to sit. So now right leg is on top, left knee is bent. So again, I'm going to just flip myself around so we can see the twist here. Right leg on top. You can also straighten the left leg out underneath you if you need to. Let's see if we can bring the left arm outside of the right thigh. So elbow is pressing against the thigh. Palms to prayer. So we root down through the seat to grow tall. Really strong in your core. Again, if you need to, you can always put the back arm down and just hug the leg in. Let's see if we can find the twist from your core, truly from your core. And try to bring the thumbs again towards the middle of the chest and the middle of your heart and chest up towards the thumbs. It's all from the rooting down through the feet. Back of the neck is long, gazing over your right shoulder. And deep cleansing breaths. So as we can turn our perspectives here again, widen our lens, create space around whatever we may be holding on to. Create a loving space, allowing it to be there. Breathing through, able to wring out what no longer serves. And releasing again the twist from there. Let's go ahead from here, crossing the right knee over top of the left. So knee over knee, flex the ankles a lot, feet are out to the sides. If we can, hold onto the feet and slowly roll it back onto your back. So try to hold the pinky toe edges of your feet and let your head rest back down. So right knee over top of the left. Again, we can just rock this out a little bit, side to side. or reclined Gomukhasana. Cradling yourself, cradling the breath. Full of love, filling your heart full of love and compassion for what is. Feel your heart energize and grow bigger and fuller with each breath. And then again, we're going to let the right leg just cross over top of the left. So let the feet go and then bring the knees over to your left side. Open the right arm, turning your gaze over the right. Shoulder releasing. And hugging into your midline as you come back through center. Go ahead and release the legs and rock and roll yourself all the way up. So now the right leg straightens out in front of you, left foot to the inner thigh, and we drag that right hip in back, left hip forward. So it feels like, again, like you're shortening the leg a little bit. And we're going to lengthen, hands behind you as you inhale, lift up through the heart center, grow taller. And as you exhale, we're bringing the left hand to the right foot, the right leg in front. Bow, forward fold. Deep cleansing breaths. Remember, you can always bend into that right knee as much as you need. If you feel any back tension here, focus on squaring the hips and don't go as low or bend that knee as much as you need to. So that left hip, the hip that is opening, you're actually trying to pull forward as you root that right hip down and back. Again, if you really want to feel the stretch through your hamstrings, try to pull the toes up and back and maybe even the heel up off the ground. Another deep, slow breath here. When you're ready, slowly rolling it up. And left arm is going to come back behind you as you root down into your left shin and right foot. Lift your hips, reach the right arm up and over or down and through. Lift those hips up, reach the right arm up. Take one more breath. Feel the stretch through the right side of your body. Your side bend, back bend. Exhale, sweep it over to your left to come down and through. We're going to go ahead and bend into your right knee here. Actually, I'll face you. So bend your right knee, stretch your left leg long behind you, flexing the front foot. You can either keep it forward here if your hips are pretty open, or just keep that foot in and back. Remember, you can take any other modification for your pigeon as well. You can lie on your back in figure 4. We're walking a forward fold here. You can soften and melt, resting your forehead onto something if you can. You can also, if you don't have blocks, you can take like a stack of books, as many books as you need. Or if you really want to, again, if you're feeling open through the hips and want to bring that left arm underneath the right, coming into a twist, you're welcome to come into that as well. Your right hand can stay as a support or reach back behind, whatever you need here. You can really tune into what's needed for your body today. Remembering that you are perfect wherever you are in the moment. So if we can just stay connected, out of our minds, out of our old story, Just be here and now with what is. It's perfect. Breathe space into that. Let that in. Remembering that our superpower is that we are that space of unconditional love and compassion for all of it. Everything you need, you already have. All is well. Everything is on its way. Feel the space as you breathe and let that in. Feel the space as you trust. As you're ready to, on your next deep breath in, slowly rising back up. And as you exhale, let's go ahead and send that right leg up and back to downward facing dog. Adho Konasana. And feel the difference on that side. Lengthen through both sides of the body. Connect to the earth. Connect to your freedom. Connect to the breath. No longer bound by the old story of the past, but free to live in the present. No longer bound by fears or anxieties of the future, but completely free here and now. As you're ready to slowly bring the legs out from underneath you, let's come all the way forward onto the mat. So we're going to bring the legs out in front of you, rock onto your sits bones here. Legs about a little wider than hip distance apart. Rooting down to your feet. As you inhale, let's reach up toward the sky. And as you exhale, let's paint the walls in front of you. As you bow, forward fold, melt over the legs. Tucking the chin in towards the throat, deepen your breath into your back body. Again, as we detach from the old ways of our nervous system, invite the new, invite change, invite new connections in the brain. Invite the breath of life to hold you. Take one more big, full breath, receiving into the back body, receiving into the heart, and exhale everything slowly out. Rolling down slowly when you're ready, vertebrae by vertebrae. So we're pressing down through the legs and hips, rolling down through your spine, reaching forward. See if we can lower down onto your lower backs first, and then mid and upper. And release the arms and shoulders, head and neck. Walking your feet back up onto your mat. And do a little wiggle of your hips side to side. Take your legs up. It's a happy baby or a non-double asana, holding the outer edges of the feet, or the big toes or ankles, shins, whatever you can reach. And rooting down through your lower back and the sacrum. Massage your back body. As you bring the feet down wide apart as the mat windshield, wipe your knees over to one side, stretching through the quadriceps. And the hip flexors, psoas, side waist, other side, releasing. Take that one more time if you like here. You can also bring the opposite foot over top of the knee and guide that leg down a little more if it feels good. Release that side. And then last time, over to the other side again, if you'd like to take that opposite foot over top of the knee, or the over top of the thigh and knee area. Stretch all the way into the side waist and low back. And then again, whenever you feel ready, let's slide the hands under the lower back, wiggle the sits bones apart, pull that flesh out from underneath. Feel the back of the pelvis rest onto the mat. Feel the lower back rest and relax. Natural curve of the lumbar spine. And take the hands out from underneath you. You can bring them down by your sides, palms facing up towards the sky. And a gesture of being open to receive. Or you can keep your left hand over your heart, right hand over your belly. If you need to be with bringing your attention inward and be with whatever it is. Be that space of love for whatever may be lingering. Allowing ourselves to just be that space. Detaching from anything else. Just be. Pure consciousness. Pure awareness.
the mind has wandered off, which it often will, just gently bringing your attention back to the breath, back to your awareness of what is, without judging, simply coming back to that infinite, unconditionally loving space. I'd like to offer to you to stay in Shavasana for a while longer. Just be in this blissful state a while longer. Or to just be with whatever needs to be seen and loved by you. I thank you and love you for that. Namaste.